Well, hello there, everybody. It's Melanie, or Mel's, as some of y'all like to call me, which I love, by the way. I just thought I would do a little sit and stitch with y'all this morning. Um, I have been watching videos this morning, and what a blessing y'all are. Let me just tell you, I just enjoy so much um, your beautiful makes and your generous hearts. All these giveaways, my goodness, it just um, it just amazes me. Anyway, I have just really been blessed by those videos this morning. I am working on. Let me see if I can show you this. I'm working on. This is a shawl. I think her channel name is Annie Crochet. Let's see. I don't know. I'm pretty close to the camera, so I don't know. There you go. You can see it now. This is called the Fragrance Shawl, and I will link it below for anyone who's interested. It's just a 2-row repeat, and it's super easy. It's mainly just single crochets, double crochets, some chains, and a triple crochet or treble at the beginning of each row. I don't know why I make shawls, because I don't wear shawls, but they're just pretty, and I think it's because I am definitely, where did my, hang on, let me find my spot here. I'm using let's see if I can see this, an eye hook. This is the Clover Soft Touch. I think that's what it's called. I like these. I really want to try a furls. That's what I want to try next, but I don't know. I've heard they're pretty expensive. I've never looked. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I will say on this shawl that you have to be careful up here at the top, because you do something different right in this area. And I thought I saw something on my hand. And so I usually don't need a stitch marker at the top, but if I don't, I ended up, my curve was over here, and I was like, oh goodness. So I just do this more as a reminder that, hey, you're coming up on the middle. So anyway, I keep looking at my hair, y'all. Oh, I cannot wait to get it cut. It's driving me crazy. It's just too long and unruly right now, and plus I feel like I look like a triangle. Anyway, I thought it would be a good time to tell you a little bit about myself. I know I'm trying not to make a long video, but I'm a talker. I just am. I'm a talker, and that's why, I guess that's why I can relate to Kayla and Amanda, because y'all are talkers too, right? So anyway, but yeah, for those of you who did not watch my videos before, when I was on a couple years ago, I guess a reintroduction would be in store. So let's see. The name of my channel, I'll start with that, is StitchToMyLou. And it's because I live in Louisville, Kentucky, or as we say, Louisville. and I like to stitch. I do loom knitting, some, but crochet is my first love. And I do a little needle say that 3 times fast. A little needle knitting. Oh my goodness. But not much. I don't enjoy it as much because I like to see my results quickly. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to say? Let's see. I'm having a birthday this month. I will be 48 years old. I was Amanda, when you said something about being born in the 70s the other day, or in one of your videos recently, I said, yep, that was me. Born in 74. I don't remember the 70s, of course. I remember the 80s and 90s more than the 70s. So I've been married for 22 years. And I have a daughter who's a senior in college, and a son who is a freshman in high school, and they are my pride and joy. They are the two best things I've ever done in life. I'll just say that right now. I admire them. They're just good people. They're smart, and I'm so proud of them. My husband Mike is just an amazing guy, and well, anyway. I don't want to go down too much a rabbit hole, but so the thing you might be wondering is about my eyes, because my eyes do look different, and I'm very open about my eyes and about what I see and what I don't see and all that. I was born with cataracts on my eyes, but they didn't find them until I was a year old, I believe. And when they found them, it already had time to wreak its havoc, I guess, on my eyesight and the development of my eyesight. And so, anyway, long story short, after lots of procedures and other issues that cropped up throughout my childhood and early adulthood, I lost the vision in my left eye, so I don't see anything in my left eye anymore. I always like to say I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. And people get so like, oh, you poor thing, and I'm so sorry. And I thought, to me, it's what I know. I've been this way my whole life, and I don't know what I'm missing. I think it would be much harder if I'd been perfectly sighted most of my life and then lost my vision as an adult. Because then, you'd know what you're missing. I've never driven. Oh, listen. I've never driven. I struggle with reading print. I can read print, but it needs to be really big. If you see, my husband jokes at me because he says he can read my text messages from all the way across the room, which I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can. It's, but it is what it is. But, I always tell people, don't feel sorry for me. I have a great life. I do what I want to do. I have a wonderful family. I raised my kids. I was a stay-at-home mom for many years, and I did all the things. No, my kids were not any super big help to me because I can't see. That was another question I used to get when we were out somewhere. Oh, you must be such a big help to your mom. And I would say something like, well, not any more than any other, kid would be. I mean, yes, they help, but they're also your average typical kid. I've always just figured out ways to get things done that I need to get done, and it may be different than somebody else's way of doing something, but it doesn't mean that it's any worse, and I'm no worse off for it. And so all of this is to say, please don't comment and say, oh, you poor thing, or, oh, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. Please don't, because I have a great life. I do just about everything anybody else does except for driving. I'm not going to drive a car, and I'm not going to pilot a plane, and I don't think you'd want me to anyway. But I guess if I had a pet peeve, it would be when people try to pity me, because God made me the way I am, and I think he did a pretty good job. So, that is enough of that. Anyway, so what else? Now I work full time, and my husband, ever since COVID, he went down to part-time. Well, for a while he wasn't working at all, and then he went down to part-time, and so now he's working part-time, and he does a lot of the cooking and cleaning around the house because I'm working very full-time. And it works really well for us. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom, like I said, for many years. Once I finished, well, once my kids started getting older, I cannot get that to look right. I always forget that there is no chain after this last V-stitch. What was I going to say? Oh, after my kids started to get a little older, I went back to school. I got my master's degree, and you know, I decided a couple years ago that I was really ready to go back to work, and I did, and I've just been very fortunate. I have a job that I absolutely love, in a field that I love, and yeah, I feel very blessed. Let's see. Oh, and I'm going away at the end of April for work. It's a work trip, and I'm so excited, y'all, because I'll be in DC, and well, actually, I'll be in Alexandria, Virginia, which is right outside of DC. Well, there's this place there called Old Town Alexandria, and excuse me, there is a yarn store there that I've been to once before when I went. I was doing some work that I needed to go to DC. So it's been several years ago now. Anyway, the store is called Fiber Space, and it is the neatest store. I'm really hopeful that I get to go back in there. I think I will. I think I will on Sunday, May 1st. I think I'll be over there, and I'm so excited. It's like I gotta go touch the yarn, and it's like, what am I gonna buy when I'm there? Last time when I was there, I bought some Miss Babs yarn, and it was a splurge for me because, you know, I'm not like a yarn snob or anything like that. I'll crochet with, you know, Red Heart, Super Saver. I don't care. And I don't want to spend, you know, $30 on a hank or a skein of yarn when I'm not going to be able to make anything really substantial with it, right? You know, you need more yardage, especially when you're crocheting. Maybe knitters, I don't know. However, that was a treat, and I enjoyed it so much. In fact, with the one skein of Miss Babs that I bought, I made Z, and Z, I don't know, you're probably not watching, but if you are, I don't know if you remember, I made you a Mobius wrap. It's like a wrap that you put over your head, and it's got a twist in the middle, and I don't remember the name of the colorway, but it was black with like purple and pink in it, I think. I don't remember. It's been so long. But anyway, that's been so long ago. That was right around the time that Z was selling her bags, the Yarn is Life bag with the, what is it, the sugar candy skull, something like that on it. I bought one of those from her, and well, anyway, what else? I'm trying to think of what else to tell you about me. Crochet is my first love, as I said. I love lots of bright jewel tone colors. I gravitate towards those. Especially, I don't wear them. I wear a lot of black and gray, to be honest with you. But I love working with like cobalt blue is one of my favorites, and like a jewel purple, like a bright jewel tone. I love working with red. Did I just, now this is the row I got to be careful on because I got to do a series of stitches in the, what did I do? Hang on. Let me see. I'm talking and not paying attention. Let's see. Oh, goodness. What did I do? Oh, my word. Okay, I think I goofed. I think I did not need to put a V-stitch on the end of that one. That's what I get for talking and not paying attention. Yeah, I did not need a V-stitch there. Um, what was I going to say? I don't know. I guess this video has gone on long enough. I love reading. Reading is, and I say reading, I listen to books, because like I said earlier, it's not easy for me to read print so much anymore. Oh, I'm having my coffee. It's still, it's only like 9, but I've been up since like 6. Anyway, so I love to listen to books while I'm crocheting. So it's a win-win in my book. I love listening to books. Right now, I just finished a book called West with Giraffes. And it takes place in 1938, and it's about this young man's journey across the country with these giraffes that survive the hurricane in New York of 1938. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah. Sorry, I keep biting my lip because I've got this dry skin there. Does that ever happen to y'all? It drives me nuts. I need to get some lip balm on. Anyway, so I just finished that book. I'm looking for a new book. I also finished this series by Dean Koontz called the Jane Hawk series. And she is an FBI agent that goes rogue because she's tracking down these like super elitist people that want to like kill off the part of the population that isn't with their agenda. It's hard to explain, but it was a really good series. I think there were like 6 books, and I enjoyed it very much, but I was really glad for it to be over. I also just finished Lincoln Highway, if anybody read that, by Amor Towles. That was a great book also. Gosh, I just love to read. I love to read. I also enjoy watching Netflix with my husband at night. Last night we started, what was it? The girl in the house across the street from the woman in the window or something like that. I don't even know. And it's a good movie, but I think my husband said it's like a spoof on like The Girl on the Train and Gone Girl and all that. And there are some spots in it where I can see that being true. Because of some of the things that they say, I'm like, what? No. So that's got to be like, I don't know. But then there are other parts of it that, are really intriguing. And so I'm not sure. I need to read up on it. Lord, I have not gotten myself together yet. I've not gotten in the shower. I'm still wearing my night shirt that I sleep in t-shirt and shorts or something. And so I'm still wearing my t-shirt under this wrap. My daughter got me this wrap a few years ago for Christmas, and I love it. Although I will say, because I'm a big girl, this side doesn't go down long enough and cover the back of my arms. And so I want to find somebody who sews, and I could probably whip stitch. I was thinking about getting a piece, or at least, some extra, this is, oh my gosh, what's the name of this? Fleece. And it's got this, edging on it. And I thought it would be great if I could just get some extra fleece. And this is like it's a ruana. So it's like it's a panel in the back and then the 2 flaps that go over the front. And if I could so it's the shape of, you've got, it's essentially a big U shape with the middle cut out for the neck. So I was thinking if I could just get fabric to go down the 2 sides, so it doesn't have to be, curved or, anything special. I just need, I don't know, maybe 6 inches, or maybe not even that, maybe 3 or 4 inches of extra fleece that I could just stitch onto just these front panels, or not the front panels, but the whole outside of the piece. I know I may not be making any sense, but so I thought, if I had a real sharp needle that would go through this edging, because it's on the outside too. It's, you know, this other side. Then I could just, anyway, I love this wrap. And I wear it a lot, but the back of my arms do get a little chilly. So anyway, all right, this video has gone on long enough. Let's see. I can't see how long. Oh goodness. It's, yeah, 20 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye. Hello to all of my friends out there. I should have said at the beginning. If you've watched this long, I appreciate it. And, be watching soon, because I think I'm going to do a giveaway real soon just to celebrate being back on YouTube. So, so yeah, be watching out for that, because I think it's going to happen real soon. All right, I may be back to show you some finished objects that I've done over the last couple of years, because they're just stockpiling in my basement. I need to donate. I was thinking about donating a lot of the shawls that I have to a nursing home. I'll just tell you real quick, this is a big thing for me, and it's something that I still struggle with. My mom passed away in August of 2020, and I'm still really struggling with her death. It was very unexpected and very sudden. I can tell the story in another video, but essentially, it was just really, really hard for me, and I still struggle very much with missing her. Before she passed away, she was living in a nursing home, and the people there were just so kind, and the residents there were really sweet, and I got to know some of them. My mom was very young to be in a nursing home, but she had some chronic health conditions. It's just a long story, but in any case, some of the people were just so kind and sweet, and I thought, you know, it would be good to donate some of the things that I've made. I've not made a lot of lap blankets, but I have made a lot of shawls, and so I could absolutely donate some of those. Anyway, gosh, I didn't want to go there because it makes me really sad to think about it still. I guess that's it for now. I don't know, you know, I'm not into editing very much. You know, it was a struggle for me to edit before, only because I just don't know how to do it very well. Anyway, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go, because now I'm starting to ramble and I don't have a whole lot more to say. I realize that I'm not looking where I should be looking on the camera, but you'll have to forgive me for that. That's just a vision thing. You know, my eyes are gonna look weird, and if it bothers you, I'm sorry. Hopefully, you know, like the rest of my friends and family, eventually you'll just forget about it, and it just won't even, you'll forget that I can't see, and you'll forget that my eyes look different, and it won't even be a thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna let y'all go now. Bye-bye.